Why do some animals eat their own babies? From nurturing to cannibalism, the bizarre truth about animals eating their own babies. Animals have been known to display some disturbing behaviors that may seem illogical, and one such behavior is filial cannibalism. Filial cannibalism is a disturbing behavior observed in some animal species where they eat their own offsprings. In this episode, we are going to talk about the bizarre truth about animals eating their young ones. So without further ado, let's get started. What is filial cannibalism? Filial cannibalism is a phenomenon in which a parent, usually the mother, eats her own offspring. This behavior is not limited to particular species or group of animals, and it has been observed in insects, fish, reptiles, birds, and mammals. Some examples of animals that exhibit this behavior include certain species of spiders, sharks, snakes, and rodents. Why do animals eat their own kids? There are mainly 5 situations where animals might engage in filial cannibalism. Scenario number 1. Although filial cannibalism may seem gruesome and illogical, in some animal species, it is a beneficial strategy for parents if their offspring do not have a great chance of survival in the first place. Orchid Island sun skinks are a perfect example. Females lay their eggs and leave them unprotected. However, a particular population of these lizards, which lives in Orchid Islands in Taiwan, has evolved to guard their eggs for at least a week, significantly increasing their babies' chance of survival. Despite this, the eggs face an unexpected predator, the skink that put all the efforts into laying them. If egg-eating snakes attack too frequently, the mother skink will resort to eat her eggs before the snake returns to recover her spent energy and try again with a new brood of eggs, hopefully without the predator around. Scenario number 2. In some species, males are the caregivers tasked with watching over fertilized eggs. This responsibility actively impedes their ability to make more babies, as they can only mate when they have a high enough levels of androgens. Androgen levels drop as soon as the male blenny has a clutch of eggs to watch over, preventing him from mating again. In some cases, male blennies resort to filial cannibalism, eating their own eggs to get back into the mating world. They do this because they think that their current clutch is not big enough and they want to make more blenny juniors. Scenario number 3. Burying beetles. Burying beetles are named appropriately because they completely bury the carcass of a small mammal or bird to be used as their very own nursery. They lay their eggs near the carcass and wait for their babies to hatch. However, if the clutch of eggs is too big, they might resort to filial cannibalism and eat some of their young to ensure the survival of the rest. Scenario number 4. Wolf spiders. In some wolf spider species, males carry egg on their backs until they hatch. If the eggs are not viable or if food is scarce, the male spider will resort to filial cannibalism and eat the eggs to gain some sustenance. Scenario number 5. Octopus. Octopuses are known for their remarkable intelligence, but they also have a dark side. The larger Pacific striped octopus is an example of a species that practices filial cannibalism. The mother octopus lays her eggs in her den and stays to guard them. However, when food is scarce, the mother octopus will start to eat her own eggs, which provide her with a source of protein. Other common scenarios. There are some other observed scenarios too. One of the most common reasons is to prevent the spread of disease. In some cases, the offspring might be infected with a disease or parasite, and the parent will eat them in order to prevent the spread of the infection to the rest of the litter. This is particularly common in fish and insects. Another reason why animals might eat their offsprings is to conserve resources. If a parent is unable to provide enough food for all of her offspring, she might eat some of them in order to ensure that the remaining offspring have enough to eat. This is often seen in birds and mammals. In some cases, animals might engage in filial cannibalism simply because they are stressed and under duress. This is often seen in captivity or in situations where the animal is unable to find food or shelter. The female black widow will often eat her mate after mating, but she will also eat her own offspring if she feels threatened or if food is scarce. Another example is the sand tiger shark. Female sand tiger sharks will often have a multiple litter of pups, but they will only raise the strongest of the litter. The weaker pups are often eaten by their own mother in order to ensure the survival of the strongest pups. Conclusion: Filial cannibalism may seem like a gruesome and illogical behavior to us, but for some animals, it's a beneficial strategy to ensure their own survival or that of their offspring. These animals have evolved to make some tough choices when it comes to survival of their species. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.